This is the Guangzhou Ghost Market. It's also called Watch Street. Today.
For Chinese watches, go to Guangzhou. For Guangzhou watches, go to Jiangxi.
Can you tell the difference between the watch in my hand and the one on the counter?
Swiss watches are actually made in China.
I'm the world's most famous Swiss watchmaker, and
What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. So the China and America trade war, it still continues. We are still looking for ways that you can save money, get stuff for a real deal. So now we're gonna try to look at the Chinese market on their watches, because all y'all know that most of these watches that you see, these Rolexes, these Cartier or whatever the name of the watches are, I forgot the name, it's Tech Hainer or yeah, all these watches you find that it says European, but most of them are made in China. So we want to try to get to see where can we find the plug on the best watches that you can get in China, because y'all know that at the end of the day we want stuff for a nice deal, cheap, but with a good quality, because at the end of the day we're just looking for things that are made of good quality for a good price. You know what I'm saying? But despite that, yeah, let's try to look at these videos to see which Chinese brand maker or which Chinese company does the best watches, either counterfeit, either if the Chinese are promoting their brand, because we all know that their craftsmanship is on another level. So despite that, let's watch these videos and get the lowdown on what watches to look. You know what I mean?
95% of the world's watches are made here, including the one you're wearing right now. Many big brand watches are produced or sourced for parts from here. This place is Shenzhen City, the world watch capital city. And in Shenzhen, you must not miss this factory. They offer a wider range of styles to choose from, maintain strict production standards, and can support customization, starting from just 50 pieces. What? Worry about them are just middlemen? You contact them directly.
Can you tell the difference between the watch in my hand and the one on the counter? We have the most professional watch factory in Guangzhou, China. If you need, you can contact us on WhatsApp or click my website toptime.cc. Pick your favorite style and brand.
As soon as you see this video, please don't spend a lot of money on a watch. I am a watch factory from China. Because I can no longer bear that you spend tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy watches, I take the risk of offending all brands to tell you one thing. In fact, watches do not need to be that expensive. I can let you get a big brand watch with 1% of the original.
Swiss watches are actually made in China.
I'm the world's most famous Swiss watchmaker, and I can confirm that most Swiss watches are made in China. Before I was fired by one of the world's largest Swiss watch companies for actually talking about this kind of stuff on TikTok, I worked on some of their watches dating back to the 70s that were mainly made in China. So this has been going on for at least 50 years. At this point, some of you are probably thinking, wait, aren't there strict laws governing what kind of products can have Swiss made on them? Well, yes, there are laws, but they're far from strict. At least 60% of the cost price, including research and development costs, must be realized in Switzerland. That's pretty vague from the get-go. It wasn't until I was working on an expensive 18 karat gold watch like this that I saw how much these laws could actually be bent. The case and bracelet were clearly hallmarked and showed that they were not manufactured in Switzerland. I was replacing the diamond dial and hands. Both had paperwork to show they'd been manufactured in Asia. The only thing that looked like it'd been made in Switzerland was the movement of the watch, and as that was a cheap quartz battery movement, it was probably worth about $5, yet this watch was still stamped as Swiss made. So what did that really mean? And why isn't a huge multi-billion-dollar scam like this a massive global scandal? Well, it's unlikely to make any front page news because the watch industry is actually one of the last industries who still spend big bucks on traditional print media advertising to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars per year. So they're unlikely to want to shoot the golden goose. Okay, so the mainstream media aren't going to talk about it, but why are finance content creators like this guy and not watch influencers talking about this kind of thing? Watch bloggers and influencers are even less likely to say anything than the big mainstream media groups because their entire business model is tied to the fact that they get paid advertising, they have access to watches, they get taken to events, they get to hang out with celebrities. Their entire life is tied up in the relationship they have with the brand, so there's no way they can say anything about it. So if you want a real Swiss-made watch and you're not prepared to buy from a small independent watchmaker, it has to be a big brand name. I would suggest you buy a watch manufactured prior to 1970 or you spend more than $20,000. And as always, a huge thank you to all my wonderful subscribers who pay for all my legal bills and help keep me independent and away from all the big watch brand money. If you actually want to learn about watches, no bullshit, no brand interference, go and check out the world's #1 watch podcast, The Rob and the Regulator Show, with myself and my best mate Rob. He's an ex-AP watchmaker who then went on to run the first Richard Mille boutique in Switzerland, and he's on TikTok. Go and give him a follow too.
How many of us actually understand that when we wear a Swiss watch, most of that Swiss watch, depending on the brand, is actually made in Asia, or namely China? How much of it is made in Switzerland? Especially when the wording on it is so loose, right? The value only has to be over 60% incurred for it to be made in Switzerland. I can ship that to Europe and get a watchmaker to look at it. Don't even touch it, just look at it. Can I then legitimately say this is a Swiss-made watch? Yes, you can. That's the scary part. This is a good example of how cheap things are in China. And it's not hard to cross that threshold of 60%.
Hi boss, today I'll show you the real power of our Zonix watch factory. Let's go! This is our injection molding workshop. 20 machines producing 500,000 parts every month. Cool! Check out one of our warehouses, packed with ready-to-ship stocks. Need your orders fast? We dispatch same day. No hypes, just facts. Zonix Watch delivers wholesales and custom orders.
The Rolex Submariner from China is similar to the original. Both are sapphire glass, the case is the same 904 steel. The crown is polished good. The luminous beads also easy to copy. The scale is no difference. The calendar is good. Inner ring engraved also perfect. Both sides of the scale are full. The only difference is the movement. Clear engraving on the back cover of the original move. The jewel of the flywheel cannot be compared with the So I finally know why so many people are wearing the copy one.
So many fake in the market right now. The most widely produced fake Rolex is the Rolex Submariner because it's easy to produce. I'll tell you one thing. That one thing alone is more than enough for you all to understand why you all should not be wearing a fake. Self-confidence, guys. Once you wear a fake, your confidence is not the same as you wear original. Because once you wear a fake and you walk into a place where there's a lot of people who love watches, people who wear the original are going to figure out it's a fake. So once you wear the fake and it gives some light off, there is going to be reflection shown on that. That alone is more than enough. And your confidence level is not the same. The thing is, once you wear a watch, you create memories with it. We've always been telling our customer, the clients, anyone who loves watches, create memories with your watches. It can be any watch. It doesn't have to be a Rolex, Patek or a AP. Get something with that budget point, something which you pay for a fake, that money put it into something which is good. There are other watches you can explore, the original ones. Tissot's, Rados, Seiko's, Casio. Guys, you're getting something with the finest engineering because your confidence level is high when you wear original. Just one fake watch is enough for a person to judge you because at this age, people don't judge by pen or everything. At this time and age, it's always the watch. Get the original, not the fake.
For Chinese watches, go to Guangzhou. For Guangzhou watches, go to Jiangxi. Maybe you haven't seen it, but you must have heard that this is a wholesale distribution store for watches from all over the country and even the world. Yes, here are what you want. Even the watch your boss is wearing may come from here. Just like the one in my hand, the workmanship is very fine. The sapphire glass is non-slip and wear-resistant. The dial and strap are made of 904L diamond material. The details are polished very smoothly without any burrs. The most important thing is that it is equipped with a Swiss-made movement, instant waterproof, and perfect operation of the luminous function.
If you are interested, please check the link in my profile and contact my WhatsApp. This is the Guangzhou Ghost Market. It's also called Watch Street. Today, we're going to buy a watch and see what the quality is like. I have to say that the appearance looks very stunning. The details of the polishing is also very fine, also equipped with Swiss movement. Even wear it to a party, will not have any pressure. If you are not a professional watchmaker, cannot tell any difference. If you are interested, please check the link in my profile and contact my WhatsApp.
Your Rolex was really made in China. There's been a video that went viral in the past couple of months talking about watch manufacturing processes in Switzerland. Basically, this watch expert claims that all components of Swiss-made watches are manufactured in China and simply assembled in Switzerland. Is this information accurate? So most high-end luxury watch brands are manufactured in Switzerland. We know that it takes about a year to manufacture a Rolex. This is because every watch is made with a variety of complicated steps, and the majority of these steps are done by hand. Now, we'd be pretty naive to think that every single component on a Swiss-made watch is manufactured in Switzerland. It is entirely possible that some of the generic machined parts that are put into movements could potentially be manufactured overseas to save some money. However, components like your dial, hands, crystal, case, bracelet are definitely all manufactured in Switzerland. Now, there are some Swiss-made brands on the more budget-friendly side that probably do have less hands touching it during manufacturing. They probably do have more components in them that were manufactured overseas. However, the top houses in Switzerland, in order to maintain that quality, need to control and own the process, which includes manufacturing the components inside their watches.
Bro, am I acoustic or did I get scammed? Because I just bought this Rolex, comes with the tags, with the cards, with everything. We opened it up and yo, I'm like excited about this. I'm like, yo, this looks 1-to-1. This is insane. Then I open it and explain to me why there's a Bluetooth seconds hand. You see that? Why is it not connected? But yeah, let this be a lesson learned that it's not always the best idea to go cheap. And if you spend a little more money, you could get some insane watches like in my other videos. If you guys do want watches, hit me up and I got you.
Okay guys, thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe, and let's meet up to the next one. Peace out.